right, and it's a Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in a 2-guard. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
That's it.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And Morris drops them both.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Doncic against Jackson. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tim Hardaway picks one up. The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. 4-point game. Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Both shots good from the stripe.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And George with the stuff.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Paul George with the steal. And the shot is good. George has got his second basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Doncic. Paul George making his last shot. And that one's good. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Doncic passes to Kleba. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Now here's Doncic. And they double up Doncic. No one near him. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
Leonard the pass to George. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And that's a good job of spotting up by Serge Ibaka. He's good in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on top, leading by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Here are the Mavericks now, trailing here by 8. They've got Paul George. Ibaka is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Brunson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Brunson against Jackson. Pass to Doncic. And they pick up 2.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Leonard looking over the floor. And he's good on the 3-ball. Leonard's got 11 points. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Doncic.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Outside, George to the middle. A finish, and the dunk by Doncic.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? The first quarter didn't play out the way Dallas had hoped. A big part of the problem was their defense and inability to slow down shooters. They gave up a sky-high shooting percentage against. They were much more effective once the second quarter got underway, rallying to turn their deficit into a 3-point halftime lead. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The hostile environment in this building has not been an issue. They've come in here, they focus like they would be at home. And it says something about the character of the team. You need to block out the crowd and just play your game.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Ernie, I love you. I gotta be honest. That was an awful first half defensively. Giving up over 60% from the field? Come on, Ernie, wow! They've stayed in it. Maybe it'll give them a little extra motivation they need to fix their defense.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Finney-Smith and Leonard with the block.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Morris dishes to Ibaka. Here's Leonard. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Both free throws good from Doncic. Clippers trail by 3. George looking around. Passes to Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 14. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got 6 points.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And it's Leonard missing. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Doncic passes to Hardaway. And yes, it's good. 5 points in the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here is Ibaka. And here's George for 3. The shot that time not on target. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Mavericks have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And And so he hits both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Here's Leonard. It's blocked. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Here's Brunson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka, then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Brunson against George.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Here's Brunson. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Brunson, no good. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brunson against Jackson. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zingas, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Cauley Stein comes in for Nicolo Melli. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's George. Yes!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
All right, David, thanks. That free throw good from Porzingis.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Doncic feeling it out. Leonard against Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And so he makes both from the line. George with the ball. Money!
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
And so it's Dallas with him.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
Dallas calls timeout. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. He hits the first one, and that brings them within two here. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And he commits the intentional foul. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Dallas, no good that time either. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Laces one from 3. Here's Ibaka. Yes!
He's been there before, played in big moments of big games. Ibaka coming through in the clutch.
So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you all had to lead most of the game. So what's the difference playing from ahead as opposed to playing from behind?
I mean, you know, when you're behind, it's tough. You got to use a lot of energy to get back in the lead, and then it's just hard to keep that, you know, energy throughout the whole game. But when you're up, sometimes you get a little bit comfortable, and the other team is, you know, fighting, have that energy, trying to push back. So we just have to stay level-headed when we're out and just keep moving.
Appreciate your time, man, after a hard win. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.